You have entered the play space with your child, you've made the structuring statement to begin the session, and you're down on the floor with an open, relaxed posture. Now what? This lesson will tell you. As previously mentioned, the first three play to grow skills are grouped together because they are foundational. Structuring the session, physical behavior and body language, and allowing your child to lead the play while describing their behavior are the backbone of every new play to grow skill you will learn in your goal to support your child's emotional growth. Allowing the child to lead the play is perhaps the single most powerful strategy I've ever utilized in my years as a play therapist. In my career, I have witnessed countless times children express themselves and overcome adversity through self-initiated play. This simple yet powerful skill requires you to allow your child to lead the play. You follow them. You don't tell them what to do or how to do it. You are relinquishing control and granting it to them, and it can be transformative. Self-initiated play, or allowing your child to lead and you follow, unlocks your child's potential for expression. Through this simple yet profoundly impactful strategy, your child's capacity for expression, confronting challenges in their play, learning to understand and cope with their feelings, and problem solve will be fully realized. Allowing your child to lead the play also gives them a sense of control that can be extremely empowering. As a play therapist, I have found that a perceived lack of control is the most common cause of anxiety in children. Allowing them to lead is a simple yet powerful way to support your child who has no control over virtually every aspect of their lives. To be in charge within the structure and safety of the Play to Grow sessions can influence positive change in your child's adjustment. The moment the play session begins, you will allow your child to lead the play. You will not direct, guide, or suggest what to do. Recall the initial structuring statement presented in Lesson 1. This is our special playtime. You decide what to do. If there's something that you can't do, I'll let you know. This video serves as an example of how self-initiated play allows the child's inner emotional world to emerge. In the first clip, the child was in a serious automobile accident. In the second, the child's mother was having a baby.
I don't like this. Kaboom!
The cars crashed.
Yeah, but then this came by, and then the hospital guy got out, and then he got me out of the truck. Let's
Have a
see
baby.
what baby you have to have.
Cut in the mommy's stomach.
Okay, let's get that baby out. Little baby kitty.
And you're...
Oh, I hear the baby. Let's get that baby out, Mama.
You know how to deliver that baby.
Baby!
And you got the baby polar bear out of the mommy.
Okay, the mommy needs a baby. The mommy needs a...
When playing with a child, adults often feel the need for the child's play to be correct. And that's understandable. If a child mislabels an object, our instinct is to correct them so they can learn. In Play to Grow, the focus is on allowing for the child's fullest expression. Take the pictures in this slide. For example, in a play session, a child made this sandwich and called it ham and cheese. How did I respond? I acknowledged that they made the sandwich and did not concern myself with the fact that it was peanut butter and jelly. If I had corrected the child and she remained adamant that it was ham and cheese, was my correcting the child more important than her objective, which was to care for, nurture, and feed the doll? Correcting a child in this context hinders the child's expression. What if your child asks you to identify or name an object for them? Your response? Return responsibility to your child. Returning responsibility is empowering. It communicates to your child that what they think matters. encourages independent thought, and fosters a sense of curiosity for learning. Let's say your child asks you, "What dinosaur is this?" If you are returning responsibility, your response would be, "What do you think?" or "You decide." Your child might respond with, "It's a long neck." In the other picture, a child might ask, "Is this a good guy or a bad guy?" You'd respond with, "You decide." And the child, empowered by the choice to decide, says, "It's a good guy." While you are engaged in play with your child, it is likely you will be invited to participate in a role play. In these circumstances, it's important to maintain the allowing your child to lead approach by seeking their direction. In the pictures to the right, the child invited me to engage in a pretend role play. He assigned me the role of the dad and he was the child. In the top picture, I'm mowing the lawn. In the picture below that, I'm taking a nap after mowing the lawn. In the following video clip, one is in my office in a play therapy session and the second is in a classroom. Note how I seek the child's direction through verbal and nonverbal communication.
What's my family? I'm the mom and you're the dad.
You're the mom, I will be the dad, and you chose the stroller. And you put the baby in the stroller.
Dad, can you make dinner?
What should I say?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I take the baby for a walk.
I'll make dinner while you take the baby for a walk. What should I make?
Whatever you want.
Give me an idea.
It has to be like something that I like.
It's something that you like. What do you like?
Chicken nuggets from Wendy's. Without any sauce.
Plain chicken nuggets. Got it.
Whatever you want.
Okay. I'll make plain chicken nuggets. I think we have chicken nuggets in here.
Decide if you want to make me lunch, I'll have it. Sure.
Hey guys, our taco!
Oh, thank you. What should I do with this?
Eat!
Give it.
Eat the meat.
Thank you. And you think it's funny that I ate a whole chicken. Thank you for the yellow plate. Okay, I ate it.
Eat it.
And you giving me a big piece of bread to eat?
When engaging your child in play, you simply want to describe their actions or say what you see while avoiding direct questions. The exception to asking a question is when you are seeking your child's direction during a role play, as you have previously seen. Describing your child's play requires you to be completely focused or attuned to your child's every movement and gesture. This level of attention is important to children. As we know, many children spend a lot of time and energy towards this endeavor, and attention seeking is a common cause for many challenging behaviors. Also, exposing your child to rich language provides them with speech and language modeling. Research shows when children are exposed to lots of rich language and conversation in early childhood, their cognitive development and speech development are both supported. When you are describing your child's play, you are completely focused on their every gesture and movement without a word. By describing your child's play, you are fostering attunement or learning to read and respond to your child's body language and nonverbal communication. This skill is an essential part of the future Play to Grow skills, as previously mentioned, as learning to read your child's body language, facial expressions, and nonverbal communication will help you support their ability to recognize their feelings and cope with them effectively. Attunement begins at birth. It refers to the interactions between infant and parent, who in order to meet their newborn's needs, read their baby's cues when they have a need and respond appropriately, such as holding, rocking, feeding, smiling, talking, singing, and cooing with them. Your heightened awareness of your child's body language while describing their play requires you to be completely focused or attuned to their nonverbal communication. This skill will be essential to your mastery of the future Play to Grow skills. When engaging your child in play, you want to describe their actions or say what you see them do while avoiding asking direct questions. The exception to asking a question, as you previously saw, is when you are seeking their direction during a role play. You want to avoid asking questions or framing your comments as questions because asking questions takes you, the adult, out of attunement mode, and it inhibits your child's expression because it requires them to cognitively process and respond rather than expressing themselves fully through their play. As you describe your child's play, you want your comments to be well-paced and timed. You want to give your child time and space to process what you're saying. Finding your comfort level with this skill requires practice. This video demonstrates describing the child's play while avoiding questions. As you watch, look for frequent, concise, well-paced, and timed statements that describe the child's action. The classroom example shows what many teachers often ask. Can these skills be applied amidst the chaos of a classroom with engagement of multiple children at once? And the answer is yes. Sure, you picked up the baby and you decided to give the baby a bath. You put the baby in the tub and you're spraying the water on the baby. You turn the baby over and you're still spraying the water. You're washing that baby. Turned her back over again. And it looks like you chose some soap. Oh, and you dropped the cap. And you picked it up. You've got soap and you're putting it into the washing machine. And you close the door and you're putting the cap back on. And you chose another bottle. And you took the top off. Oh, back to the baby and you're spraying more water on her. And you're washing her with soap, her head. Spraying the water to get the shampoo off the baby's head.
You chose the red plate and the blue plate. And you put a carrot on the red plate and a pretzel, some more food, and you covered it up. Your friend covered it up. And you found you decided to put cheese on the table also. Putting lots of food on the table and on the plate. Oh, it fell on the floor. You got it. And your friend is looking for some more food. Got an armful of food. I noticed you're singing. You were having fun playing in here today. Some cans and a carton of milk.
The skills you are learning, practicing, and mastering during the play sessions can further support your child's social and emotional development by utilizing them throughout the day. They can be generalized. For instance, the way you can generalize describing play is to describe your child's actions while they are engaged in daily routines. For example, look at the photo of the child in the bathtub. Practicing describing play would look and sound like this. You chose the yellow duck. You put it under the water. Now you're squeezing it. You filled it with water. You took the duck out of the water and you squeezed it above your head and the water is getting the soap out of your hair. As mentioned previously, the benefits of this skill are numerous. You are giving your child your undivided attention, which builds your connection. You are becoming increasingly attuned by reading their body language and nonverbal communication, and you are exposing them to speech and language modeling. In those few sentences, The child heard language expressions that will facilitate learning, including under, in, out, and above. Just as children learn new skills through play, they will learn these concepts more quickly through natural, organic interactions with you. For more information about this lesson, go to pages 25 and 26 in the digital copy of Universal Play Therapy. On page 73 of Digital Universal Play Therapy, you will find the first page of session notes for you to monitor your use of the Play to Grow skills. The use of the session notes are ideal when sessions are observed by another individual who is also participating in the play sessions. I use the session notes when I conduct Play to Grow sessions with parents in my practice. They are particularly useful when two parents or two teachers participate together as well. If you are conducting the sessions independently, the session notes are still an effective tool for self-assessment and reflection. Obviously, you will not recall the exact number of times you performed a skill. However, familiarizing yourself with the session notes will increase your awareness of the skills you are practicing. This lesson presented the basic approach you will employ for all the Play to Grow sessions. Allow your child to lead the play, describe their actions while avoiding questions. This promotes your child's fullest expression of their thoughts and feelings, and it empowers them with a sense of control. Describing their actions strengthens your connection to your child, as you're fully attuned to them by monitoring their every movement as well as your own. And you are now ready to begin your Play to Grow play sessions.